Yeah.
It's real simple and it looks nice.
Yeah.
So.
So that's about 8:30. We'll probably get one more in.
Yeah, easily. Let me go get the Samurai Shodown logo, I guess.
Kind of a shame. Evo is happening the same weekend as A-Fest.
Yeah, right. That would have been nice.
That's another problem I really have with a lot of these shows is that they have no. Their dates are always kind of out.
They're all overlapping.
Yeah, they're currently overlapping, but they don't always keep the same dates. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that too is annoying.
Like the only companies that keep the same dates thus far have been like San Japan, Nondiscon, and Dragon Con. Mm-hmm. And you usually appreciate that, but like, and I understand the reasoning for why Delta HCon has to constantly change its times.
Yeah.
But like, it's just annoying because it's like, oh, like I know, like case in point, like so Evo, like I know we would probably do well at.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dragon Con, we probably would have done well at. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, it would have at least been interesting to try.
Yeah.
Just for the show anyway, because that seems like a cool show.
Definitely. And then, like, we do well at A-Fest, but it's, again, like, having all these shows on the same weekend, it's like, oh, this really hurts us financially.
Yeah, it just eats into all your profits.
Yeah, because you're just like, oh, God. Like, if I imagine, like, doing back-to-back, do Gen Con, San Japan, A-Fest, Delta H.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the ones we did really well at. Oh, Comic-Con, WeebCon.
Mm-hmm.
A-Con I haven't been to in a fucking ever, so I don't know if it's any good anymore. But the point is that, yeah, if you could guarantee doing that every weekend, that'd be great. But the fact that they kind of constantly are overlapping with each other makes it very hard to be able to,
Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that because they just are not in that order.
Yeah.
There's usually, like, some weekend where it's, like, 3 of the best shows in the country are happening.
Yep.
Because it's, the best weekend to have a show.
Yeah, which makes sense. Because, like, you would want to have a show either on a spring break week, the holiday weekends.
Things like that.
Yeah, and again, they make sense. And I understand it completely. So don't get me wrong. Like, them doing this is not wrong, or it's just annoying because I have to,
take it into account.
Yeah.
Like, it's like instead of it just being the next week, the next week is now Garbage Con.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And trust me, you don't want to be at Garbage Con, chat.
No, you never do.
You don't want to be there. We've been there several times.
Yep. That's how it goes, though. I mean, you can't always...
No, they can't all be great.
Yeah. You can't always get what you want.
It's very true.
But if you try sometimes, you find it. You get what you need.
So, well, that was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really think this was a good purchase.
Yeah, it seems like it. And that little spot will work into her hair.
Yep. So,
that's totally fine. But yeah, that is an issue.
Yeah, it is.
Getting a good schedule. Because again, if your schedule is packed, like when we were doing like 6 in a row and like 5 of them were really good, or what? Didn't we do 8 or something at one point? Or no, it was 6 and then a break and then something.
It was 6 a break and then some. Yeah. The problem was that the first 6 were good.
Yeah, about half of them were bangers, and the other half were utter garbage.
Yeah, because MetroCon was okay, but I think I'm never doing a Florida show again.
I would, yeah, like people say Holiday Matsuri is good, but like
it's just not worth my time.
Yeah, I don't think so. If there's a show closer that we're not flying to, yeah, for sure. If the fly miles are free, maybe. Yeah. That's the highest I would prioritize it.
Yeah, because even Alexander was like, nah, I don't go to Florida.
Yeah.
And I was like...
And that guy's a super pro.
Yeah, and I was like, honestly, same. I probably wouldn't do that either.
Yeah.
The more I thought about it, the more of this is a hassle. I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
Like, I might close my tax account with them because I really don't want to deal with it.
I mean, you could always reopen it later if you wanted. But...
Exactly. Because they actually, even if I don't have shows, they want me to report.
Huh, that's annoying.
Yeah, you have to report all your zeros.
Huh, that's weird.
Which was annoying too, because during COVID, when there were no shows, the comptroller was wanting me to report as well. Mm-hmm. And I was like, bro, I got no money. What do you want from me?
Yeah, right.
I've got nothing to give you.
They want to know that you legally aren't coughing it up.
Yeah.
That's what they want to know, to be fair.
I know.
But, yeah.
But yeah, no, I just really don't want to deal with that.
I do think that 2023 will finally be back to, what I would say, what some would consider, quote, normal. You know what I mean? Because that will be the last of the rollovers. Well, that's a long text. I'm not going to ask about it, but I just saw it was long.
Oh, it's about RTX from Jamie, because because we're in RTX this year, too.
That's right, you told me that.
Which, that table was expensive as well. It was a $600 table.
Yeah. Did you need your little glove? I just saw you keep looking to see if you're smudging anything.
That glove has made it worse somehow.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Then it's not worth it.
Yeah. So I just remember there was a lot more smudging when I was using the glove, and I was like,
"Gotcha."
What the fuck happened? I think it's because it's like one of those black gloves that has like It's not like like how some fabrics are like the fabric is dyed.
Yeah.
If it's not dyed right, it'll actually when you sweat. Mm-hmm. Naturally, it'll start to like smear off. It's made of that same material like those bodysuits are, and that's why it's causing issues.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, this is from Jamie about this. Something about this. So you can't enter the con with liquids. Water bottles, sodas must be emptied. They also do straight up security checks like an airport. Jesus, so it's like MetroCon.
Yeah.
They have a metal detector. Jesus.
Okay. So they might take our random razor blade that we have.
Yeah.
But we haven't used it for anything, so I might just take it out. But I mean, as long as our bottle is empty, they can't say shit. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never really done that show, so we'll see how it goes.
Was that it? She was just telling you some safety whatever?
Yeah, just like to be aware that there's going to probably be some weird security shit. And I was like, yeah.
Sure.
That makes sense.
The real issue is when security doesn't know where you're supposed to fucking go. And you end up standing in some line you don't need to stand in.
Yeah, sorry.
That's the real issue with these places that have stuff like that. Because the con staff and the event staff, like that actually work the venue staff, they don't talk to each other.
No.
So they have no idea where you're supposed to go. Oh shit, John's here. What's up, dude? What's the talk of the night? I don't know. Not much. We've just kind of been jumping all over the place.
Talked a bit about like magic. Talked a bit about...
talking about how annoying some of these shows are since they'll all be on the same weekend or you just never know if you're in. But...
Yeah, and it's one of those things too, is you can do proxy selling, but I feel like our brand doesn't really like that. Because one of the things that makes us a bit more accessible is the fact that we're actually there. And, we actually like to talk to the people. Yeah,
I mean, well, just licensing our stuff out to some other vendors is fine.
Yeah, which we've done, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, I feel like if we wanted to have multiple proxy sellers going, I don't know.
I mean, the closest thing to a proxy seller would just be me at a show alone.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be weird to have, like, just some rando sell our stuff like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, that would be weird, I feel like.
I feel like that would be wrong and definitely an incorrect direction to take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm fine with, like, the licensing agreement with, like, that metal vendor or, like, some other stuff like that. There are other companies that do that.
Yeah, and again, that's actually really good because that means that you can basically make money without having to do too much.
Yeah, it's, like, quote-unquote passive income.
Yeah. So, which is definitely good. You want to, at multiple points in your career...
Between 3 and 4? Sure.
Wait, what?
I don't know if we'll be able to get any drafting in, though. I also forgot that I need to go help my dad with some sort of thing over at my sister's house. So I'm not sure.
If you want,
I'll try to get back. I have to be over there at 10. And I know he needs me for 2 days, so I'm going to try to leave around like 2. You were saying?
Oh, I was going to say, if worst case scenario, if you don't make it, John can play like whatever deck he's trying to play.
Yeah, that's true. Or you can just try to do the derp sealed that I did against Devin. Me and Devin just grabbed 2 handfuls of cards and played sealed with them from the cube, which was really funny. Because like he ended up with like mono green ramp, and then I just like had Deathrite Shaman Renin 6 and other good stuff. I had like a crazy like deck. I had like an actual deck. And he's like just playing janky mono green ramp.
It is ironic that he'd be playing ramp when he fucking hates it.
Yeah, I mean he's played mono green before.
But I just know that he hates ramp decks.
Yeah.
Like with a passion, and it's really funny.
I think he didn't have the best payoffs. Because I had the Pelucranos.
Oh.
I also had like a bunch of fetch lands. So I had Deathrite Shaman with like 4 fetch lands that all got the only shock land I pulled in that pile.
Fuck yeah.
So it was pretty funny.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was very lopsided.
Gotta shuffle.
Because they're not in any sort of order.
No.
Yeah, you'd have to shuffle. It was like, things were still mostly together from when it was like, oh, check that we have these things. You know, we're like going down a list.
Yeah.
So like, they're kind of clumped together. You'd have to shuffle them up. I don't think Matt's working. Matt, are you working?
Tomorrow? No.
Tomorrow? No. Matt's not working, so he'll be here whenever.
I'll be here all day, mainly. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out. Who knows?
Oh, damn. Adding some mystery.
I'm a little tired, though. But I'll let you know if I go out.
Oh, right. I love that one.
Just text me if you do. Alright, I will. But I'm pretty tired.
I don't remember seeing this book up here. Maybe I just haven't looked at it in a while. Huh.
So that's what so that's how that story ends.
All right. No, I'm talking about like this book over here.
No, it's an art book or something, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Oh, I think I do remember this one now. I just haven't looked through it in a long time. I didn't notice it was there.
It's just funny to say, like, oh, so that's how it ends. Like, you're someone who's clearly illiterate, but you're trying to come off as, like, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I remember this book now, because it has these illustrations from Song of Ice and Fire in it.
Mm.
I guess I just didn't see this book recently. Just kind of jumped out at me.
Called to you.
Yeah, right.
You formed a bond.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. Something about it. I was just like,
oh,
I remember this book being here.
Was John on stream when we watched, did we tell him about
what?
Green Screen Sentai?
I thought we showed John an episode of Green Screen Sentai.
Well, the new Green Screen Sentai.
Oh, the new one. Oh, the actual official Green Screen Sentai now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Matt, let's see. I figured Matt and I could jam some Legacy. That's what he was saying.
Okay, yeah, I've got my 8-cast proxied up.
Devin has his deck proxied too.
Yeah, I was playing Devin last night actually for a bit. It was pretty fun. I do know that we had one game where we were just staring each other down, and I had no lands, but I had Lotus Petal in the graveyard and Emery, and he couldn't take Emery off the table. So every turn I just kept recasting Emery and trying to use weird cheap ways to get my 1-mana artifacts into play. But I also had Chalice of the Void on at one point. And I was just basically recasting it and just building up my automatons.
Oh,
and we were just staring each other down because he had Rotting Regisaur and then 2 Karnstrucks and he had the Retrofitter Foundry.
Oh damn!
And I was just like, okay, my attacks aren't good. But then I was able to get Psy in the play. I got a land. It was a really dumb game. It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, Legacy is like that when it's not 2 combo decks going at each other.
Yeah. It was just funny.
You can get really goofy games.
Yeah. I thought it was great, though. I was like, we've probably played suboptimally, but this is
Devin switched to playing this mono black deck. That's what he's going to play. It's like sick. You can just turn 1 Dark Ritual into Rotting Regisaur.
It was pretty wild, I'm not going to lie. It was funny, though, too, playing against him, and I was like, didn't have much like stuff to deal with, if that makes sense. Like he thought,
yeah, you don't have anything.
Yeah, not main board, because like
No, he's not playing Nick Fit anymore. Yeah, he swapped off of Nick Fit onto just straight mono black. It's this like mono black deck someone made like a while ago for SCG Philly, I think. It's been a thing before, but like it hadn't really come up, and I think they like top something with it. They were like, you know, close to the top with it.
Yeah.
Maybe like top 32, somewhere in there. And we had like a decent amount of the cards, and the rest of them are really cheap. There's like no reserve list cards, I think. Maybe. Curve Scroll, I think in his sideboard is like the only reserve list card. There might be some other ones, but
yeah, the Force of Wills had no text. I was just like, God, this fucking sucks. It's because he thought every game that we played, he thought sees me twice.
Nice. You just took the other blue card?
Yeah.
Just whoop.
Yeah.
Just to be a dick.
Well, he did take Force of Will once.
Okay. Sometimes just taking the other blue card is better.
Yeah. No, that was definitely one of the situations where taking the blue card was definitely better.
Yeah.
Because I actually had Force of Will to A one of his Thoughtseize.
No, it's not Helm. I'll send it to you. I'll find a list. It's on here somewhere. Let me look for it real quick.
It was just a very silly series of games. Most of the time, though, I did have Chalice on one, and he just couldn't do anything about that.
How you spell Regisaur?
Rotting Regisaur?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 7/6.
No. I just needed to spell it to search for it.
Oh, I was just wondering if that was what John wanted to know.
No. I was talking out loud because I'm searching for it.
Gotcha.
I just need to know how to spell it. It's basically this deck. It's very close to this. He's not playing Chrome Box because we only have one, but the list is different. But this is very similar. I don't know where his actual list is. Damn, this Reanimator deck with Rotting Regisaur, though?
Yeah,
That's
right.
pretty hype. Oh, shit.
That makes sense,
That's a backup plan.
Yeah, just discard your...
Yeah, well, again, just Dark Rit Rotting Regisaur. Let's do it. That's basically Gristlebrand turn 1. It's close, you know?
Yeah.
It's a toned down Gristlebrand, but it's still turn 1, 7/6. So let's go, you know? But yeah, it's very similar to this. This is not his exact list, but it's very similar. Like, the concept is there. The vast majority of the cards are there. He also has the Death God from Kaldheim.
Oh, yeah. Erebos.
No, it's not Erebos.
No, sorry. That's
the Theros one.
That's the Theros Death God.
His name's like Aragon or Aragon, or I don't know what his name is. It's someone with an E, though. Edron, I don't know.
Hedron.
But, because you can Dark Rit into that, too, I think. And it's like really close. It's pretty huge, too. That one you have to remove creatures from your graveyard, though. But yeah, no, it looks really cool. I had seen it on Reddit like a while ago, and then he also found it. But yeah, it's just real sweet and simple. There's not too much overlap between cards that we have.
Yeah. That definitely helps a lot.
Yeah. And there's really not a lot of expensive cards in it. There's some $20 cards here and there, you know, $30 or whatever, I think. But I think we added it up, and altogether, the cards that he doesn't have are like maybe 200 at best or something. I'm going to see what I can get. Hopefully if there's a vendor in New Mexico.
Yeah. That's definitely something to look for.
So... If the show sucks, we'll just look up a card store and drive there.
Yeah.
You know, we'll go find it at the store.
We can totally do that. Yeah.
Just go sell to them.
You always want backup plans.
All right. I have a long list of the stuff people need, so. I know we did say if we get the chance we were going to watch the Jujutsu Kaisen movie.
Oh, nice. Yeah, is it out?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, I do remember that, but is it out?
It's not out, but it should be. It'll be in theaters that weekend that we're at the show.
Oh, that's right.
That's the thing. Is that it's only in theaters.
That's right. We did. That's right. That's right. Now I remember the specifics on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm held on still.
Yeah, if we can find a showing time out there, then we'll go check it out. I don't actually know if there are any or how far they are from where we're at.
All I know is that it would be dishonorable of me to not go see it instead of working, because that's what the creator usually does.
Very true.
He is very much a kind of lazy piece of shit. Mm-hmm. He is.
Although he is taking a break because apparently he's not feeling good.
Yeah.
I saw there was that it was on break.
Yeah, he took a week off or something like that, and then he had a whole series of hiatuses because he had like I don't know if it was like a breakdown or something.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing I saw just said health reasons.
He took a break because he had like a back issue at one point, and his chiropractor moved away.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so he had to find a new chiropractor.
Yeah, that's not one of those you can just like easily replace.
No.
You gotta find the right old lady to just step on you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The traditional, kind of thing you always see people make the jokes about. The tiny old lady just like...
Just like hits you a few places and all of a sudden you're healed.
Yeah, they're just walking on you. Yeah, I just know that like the hardest part's gonna be finding all these damn Urza sagas everyone wants or needs.
Yeah, Urza Saga is just such a...
It's just so ubiquitous. It's in just everything and anything.
Yeah, and
it's like the other reason I would like it banned. It's just like a card that's just so generic.
Mm-hmm. Like if you play artifacts or if you just play anything, you probably should be playing Urza Saga.
Well, no, the thing is that you just play Urza Saga because you can play it in anything, and then you splash like the two best artifacts you can use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Retrofitter Foundry and
Shadow Spear.
Shadow Spear usually, yeah.
Yeah, those two, or like in Modern, it'll be like Shadow Spear and like what, Pithing Needle?
Yeah,
sometimes?
Pithing Needle.
Forgot what the next other best
Aether
one
Spell
is.
Bomb.
Yeah, there's Aether Spell Bomb.
Nihil Spell Bomb.
Yeah, some stuff like that.
Yeah, people are just really big on main decking.
Oh, you're not playing any in that deck? Oh, okay, I thought there was some in that deck. Just because you have lands?
Just because you have lands.
Yeah. Like, does your deck need lands?
Shh.
Might I interest you in Urza Saga? I have quite the story to tell,
Yeah, it was so funny because like so many different like iterations of decks like that like are trying to play like there was a bunch of decks that were trying to go around playing Life from the Loam just so they could get back Urza Saga.
Yes.
Which is wild, to say the least. Definitely tells you how healthy that card is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw a Reanimator deck that had it. Just had 4 of them and some random artifacts. That was it.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah. That was it. I was like, damn. Yeah, it isn't a post. That makes sense. Because you're looking to ramp off posts. I still want to finish my lands deck, too.
In Legacy or?
Yeah, in Legacy. There's no modern lands deck. If there was, I would play it.
Fair. Yeah, I didn't know if there was a modern version of that deck.
There's not. There's really not.
That makes sense, because all the best lands are probably in Legacy.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't think Caracas is in Modern.
No, Caracas is not in Modern. Maze of Ith is not in Modern.
Tabernacle.
Yeah. Oh, got your glasses there. Yeah, Tabernacle definitely not in Modern.
Yeah, no.
No, all the best lands are. Some of them don't even tap for mana. You know.
It's true. Bizarre Baghdad.
So.
Does that deck play that?
What, land? It's not legal in Legacy anyway.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. It's more of a joke, and then I realized that it doesn't actually make any sense.
No.
It's one of those jokes that you would make, and then someone will look like you're fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, right, man. Like,
You fucking serious right now?
Cool.
You doing all right?
Are you that guy who wrote the article about playing Magic on shrooms?
I wish, bro. If that was...
I had seen that before. I think. I feel like. But yeah, that was. I need to read that. That sounds hilarious, though.
Oh man, I wish I was that guy.
I forgot what I came out here to look for. I was on Goldfish for some reason.
Looking up a modern deck, lands deck. Looking up John's deck.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Tupac, man. Do any of us know what we're doing?
I really don't know anymore. I'm not
It's
sure.
funny. My dad was talking about like, well, you got your. He's like, you're turning 30 this year, right? And it's like, do you know what you want to do yet? I'm like, shit. It's like, I don't know, man. All I know is I don't got a lot of time left.
Money? Yeah, exactly.
He's like, yeah, I mean, I've only got, like I said, I only have 30 years left probably, because usually no one really wants to buy from somebody who's 60.
Yeah, there's no way no one is going to want to see our old asses there.
At cons, no.
No, they just think we were rapists. Like, it's already bad enough that we look like rapists. But
It's
like,
true.
We would look like super rapists.
Well, it's also just like, yeah, usually if I'm 60 and I haven't like made a book or done anything like that, I don't know. We'll get there when we get there, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, those, I try to have plans on plans.
John says survive nuclear holocaust. Duh.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, it's always rough because you're like, oh yeah, I have plans and I want to do things, but you're like, well, threat of nuclear annihilation is technically right here in front of me. Maybe I shouldn't have any hopes.
I mean, didn't he have to live with that too, though?
My dad?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, he was born in the '60s. But,
yeah, so.
I don't think he had much to worry about though. It's hard. It's really hard to worry about things when you don't have a personality.
Interesting. Oh, that's right. I was going to go look up the other artifacts you play for Urza Saga.
It's usually
like the random, because it's always Shadow Spear and then like some Pithing Needle and something.
Retrofitter Foundry.
Retrofitter Foundry is not legal in Modern.
Oh, in Modern? Really? That's not legal? Oh, it is.
No, it's a commander card.
That is a commander card.
Yeah, that is not legal in Modern.
It's...
You're not playing that.
It's usually Aether... It's not Aether Spellbomb.
It has to be 0 or 1 mana.
It's usually... I'm pretty sure it's usually Nihil Spellbomb. Because it's like Graveyard Hate that you just main deck.
Yeah, it is it'll be a random Graveyard Hate card, I feel like.
Yeah, it's
like a cage or something.
Yeah.
I see a lot of cages.
Yeah, like Graveyard Hate is like main deckable now, and that's really annoying. That's why I was like, do I even want to try to play Dredge? Then again, the other deck I was thinking about playing was Food, and that's also technically a graveyard deck. The point is that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and if anyone found out I didn't know what I was doing, they probably would think the same thing about me that they thought about me beforehand.
That's true. Oh, the Oni Anvil deck? That does look cool, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like, quote,
Modern.
I don't know where it's at yet, because it's so new. That deck does look really sick, though.
Yeah, I've seen it in Pioneer, and it looked good.
Yeah, I saw someone playing in Modern also, so...
Yeah, I've only seen...
like a video. It was from that one guy.
Yeah. Again, like, it's tough, because, again, like, when a decks, like, take so long to shake out to figure out what's actually good sometimes.
Yeah, and it's tough because there's not a lot of, like, big live events.
Yeah.
So, if you go to, like,
Goldfish or whatever, it's really tough because a lot of their stuff comes from Moto leagues.
Yeah.
And, like, the 5-0 decks that are reported from Moto are not, like...
They're curated in a way that Wizards wants.
Yeah.
Like, they're made to hide the actual meta. It's, like, specifically what they are for, and they've even said that.
Yeah, and it also just doesn't show you the context of the actual matches.
Yeah, you don't know what they played against.
Yeah.
Like, they could have played 5 times against their best matchup.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, of course they went 5-0. You know? But no, that deck does look really sick.
Yeah, no, I've had about basically 30 years to actually come up with a successful book.
Mm-hmm.
And about, what is it? We're in March, April, May, June. It's 2 months, 2.5 months to, I don't know.
I've still got 17 years left until the fated hour.
It's true.
So.
Well, at least you're lucky. You know when it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I can only hope and pray it's soon.
Right.
It's Nuclear Annihilation. Oh man, sign me up. I don't have to worry about anything anymore. It's great.
Oh my god, I love this deck title. It says generic Ragavan. That's just fucking hilarious.
Because, yeah, that's another thing. That's another reason why I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to play Modern is...
you need 4 Ragavans for, like, every deck that has red in it, pretty much. Yeah.
That and, so, like, I didn't want... The reason I really liked Legacy is because I didn't have to deal with Luris, and I didn't have to deal with the monkey.
Yeah.
Then that's why I was like, well, if I go to Pioneer, I no longer have to deal with Luris and the monkey either. But again, I'd rather just stay in something that's, I don't know.
No, I feel you. Don't worry.
It's tough to articulate, like the like things I just don't want to play against because I find them to be tedious.
Yeah, they're annoying.
And don't generate fun gameplay. Like, Dredge is fine in Modern because it has tools against the monkey. Because you play 4 Dark Blasts, and you play 2 Prismatic Ending main. So. Like, but like every other deck, though, it's like, oh, fuck, I gotta have to deal with this fucking monkey.
Yeah, Modern still has to figure out what it's gonna do. Since the Luris ban. I don't think too much will change, honestly, because, like, we've been talking, we talked with some other people about it, too, and it's just, like, the decks
are still the same deck. They just can't get Luris for sure on turn 3 if they want. They have to actually play other cards, you know?
Yeah, but again, that's why...
Like, no Luris doesn't make Hammer Time any less consistent, I don't think.
No.
Like, on, like, you know, did they draw a Hammer and play Hammer on, like, turn 2? You know? Like, Luris has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, not at all.
So...
But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm like... if I'm going to play at the SCG, if I'm not playing something that respects the monkey, or respects the Urza Saga decks, I'm probably not going to do well.
Yeah, if you can't kill Murktide Regent, that's going to be the real test too.
That's why you run 2 prismatic endings.
Mean.
2 prismatic endings main is because you just do not want to have to deal with things like that.
Prismatic Ending isn't going to hit that thing. It has like 1,000,000 men.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm thinking of sorry, I'm thinking of Legacy.
You're thinking of Dragon's Rage channel?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay. No, Murktide Regent is the big blue dragon.
Yeah. God, what is that guy? What do I have in my deck that beats that?
Attacking into it.
Okay. That's
like, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, put more guys on board. They can't play it until, like, turn 4 usually or something.
Oh, yeah, and by turn 4, if I haven't won with Dredge and Modern...
It's tough to play it really quick, because they need to dredge... not dredge, whatever. Exile, like, 5 cards to play it or something.
They have to delve.
Delve, yeah. You have to delve, like, 5 cards to play it for 2 mana, I think?
Yeah, you have to delve 5, because it's a 7 mana.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, you're not prismatic any of that.
No.
You're... I'm trying to think of what... There's like...
You probably don't have any way to kill it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You just are hoping to attack them before it becomes relevant.
Yeah.
You're hoping that, like, you've attacked them, they play it, they don't have enough ways to get past, like, 4 guys on board. Like, they're going to block the one with the dragon and die. You know? That's your plan. That's your plan.
Yeah, that's fair. I just, like, now that I thought about it, I was like, I didn't run into really any Delver decks or Murktide region decks while I was playing at Boardwalk. Most people were playing like weird brews. That's why it's also tough too. Is you don't.
Yeah, locals is tough.
Yeah, locals is tough because you don't like if they're all playing their pet decks and you're like trying to like get reps in to figure out. Okay, what are my matchups? That's why I was like, my sideboard doesn't mean anything if I go to locals.
Yeah.
Like, it's when the only time it'll actually start mattering is when it's like.
If you go to the same local consistently, then it matters. You know.
Yeah.
Just because you're going to win at that local.
Yeah.
But if that local isn't reflective of a wider meta, then when you go to a larger event, then you're going to have like these really niche cards that aren't going to do anything.
Exactly. Hence my frustration.
Any Delver deck is expensive to play. That's probably part of the reason. Yeah, probably. Also, a lot of people are on Amulet Titan there. Or at least the people that were there yesterday were, because they were all playing to get ready for the Hunter Burton, which was today and tomorrow, the big event. So.
Oh, if there's a big event going, would you think there'd be people trading there?
I mean, I couldn't go, because I didn't want to go because it was like out in Fort Worth.
Oh, that's the one in Fort Worth. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere. No, it's not in Fort Worth. I don't know where it is off the top of my head, but I didn't want to go because like I had to do stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't want to drive, and then tomorrow I have to help my dad with stuff. So
okay, that's fair.
That's why I didn't even mention it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
But yeah, long story short is that the way that like trying to figure out what I'm supposed to worry about is going to be annoying.
I might actually go look to see if they have any standings from that.
It was actually, I forgot they were doing coverage for that, so I wonder where I can find like a VOD of that. There's probably a link on their website. See, do they have anything? I don't know where you could watch it. Because it did mention that they were going to have it streaming or something, but I don't know where you can actually watch it. Yeah, the 11th through the 13th. Live event. There we go. Okay, I might watch this later. I'll just at least put it on or something.
Oh, yeah. Do we know what... do they have the results posted anywhere?
That I'm trying to see if I can find. If anything, they might have, like, top 16 or something, or, like, who's at least...
Who moved on to the day?
XO, Yeah, but I don't see it anywhere. It might be in, like, the event, like, in the video. They'll have it somewhere. Because, that's what I would want to see. But I don't see it, like, quickly. I don't see a fast way to find it here.
But, yeah, basically...
I did think about going down there for a while, don't get me wrong. And then I just decided, I was like, we're going to the other one. We're working on... I got to work on stuff today, things like that.
Yeah, again, no worries. I just I thought that was interesting to hear. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm probably putting too much stock into, like, worrying about, like... do I want to play this? Do I want to play that? If I'm playing this, if I'm playing that, what am I doing? This, that, and the other. But again, it's just kind of how it is when you're going to play in a bigger event.
Yeah.
Because you want to do well, but at the same time, you got to understand it's just going to be a game at the end of the day, and the record doesn't reflect who you are as a person. Yada yada yada. The same spiel I give myself every time I'm like, okay, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, right. All right. Being 0-27 doesn't mean I'm human garbage. I think. Oh God, that dumpster's looking really tempting. I want to make it my new home. I hope there's some half-molded spaghetti at the bottom. I'm getting hungry.
I'm looking through some of the matches on here. Jump Sacrifice in Modern? Okay.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking through the match titles. I don't know who wins these games. I saw that. I was like, that's interesting.
It's like, someone call my name?
See if I can find anything interesting.
Well, hello there.
Is that Hal Brady? Damn. Did he put on some weight, or is his beard just making him look bigger? I'm not sure. I think it's the jacket. It's the jacket and the beard. He just looks like a completely different person.
It's like, damn, man, that's fucked up.
Where's what's-his-name at? The guy who said he knew him, who was friends with him, you know? Salt Flats, yeah. I just didn't notice it was him. I was like, wow, he looks different. It's the beard. Like, this beard, it's the beard and the jacket that made him look way wider than he normally does.
Mm-hmm. It's just funny to say that. It's like, wow, man, that's fucked
It's
up.
like, did he gain weight? No, he looks fine. He's just wearing a giant, he's wearing like we're getting to like borderline G-Bon level almost on this, I feel.
Oh, G-Bon!
But yeah, no, definitely, I don't think the beard is I'm not sure.
That's just funny to say.
What?
I said that's just funny to say. Like, man, that's fucked up, dude.
Hey man, look.
The COVID 100 hit a lot of us. All right?
That's true. Yeah, no.
Look,
You ain't wrong.
you can't go outside. You know, just wings is very tempting. You know, next thing you know, you've gained about 400 pounds. You know, it's the COVID 400. Everyone knows about it. It's like the freshman 50 or whatever.
The freshman 50. I thought it's 15.
I don't know how much it is, okay? Do I look like I'm in touch with reality?
That's a loaded question. I will freeze to answer that. That's entrapment. This is entrapment. Y'all saw it.
Ah, you know, everyone knows about the freshman 500. Come on. Come on.
Don't think
Half the people can't even get to class by the end of the semester.
All I know.
How are you supposed to get out of those doors? Those are fat-phobic doors.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Did you not want to put some pink in that little gap there? It just doesn't matter.
This is going to be part of the
Is that
armor.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't tell. I didn't know if there would be armor there or not.
Yeah, I'm just getting
Gotcha.
as we go because this needs to be a bit darker anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks like he's trying to like channel the spirit of CVM, but like,
He's not him.
but it's Hal Brady's face.
So it's kind of weird.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like there's a pretty wide variety of matches to watch, which makes sense again because it's modern.
Yeah. Again, I don't really know. I'm not very good at understanding that kind of stuff. I kind of just like, oh, this is something that I enjoy playing, and I just need to know how not to lose with it.
Yeah, right.
That's how Dredge works, from what I've noticed.
I mean, modern's just usually like you either pick the best deck or you pick the deck you're the best with.
Definitely.
Those are it. Those are the only two ways to play formats like this. Like, if there's a tier 0 deck, you should be playing it. If there's a tier 1 or a tier 0 deck, you should be playing it if you want to win.
If you like to pretend that you want to win, you can continue playing your pet deck and just say you know how to deal with that deck.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
But again, like, in Legacy it becomes even wider, though, because usually unless there is, like, a tier 0 deck, most of those decks can kind of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if your deck is, like, in the 1.5 tier, you can easily beat tier 1 decks.
Yeah. And also, Magic has a lot of variance to it as well.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah, and tier 1.5 decks are generally, like loosely built to prey on like half of the tier 1 decks. Like they have a good match against half of the tier 1 decks, kind of is how like that works, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
again, I'm trying.
Also, it's just such a wide that format with Legacy, especially, just so wide open.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm trying not to let it bother me too much. Because I'm going to try to enjoy the SCG regardless of my rank. I just kind of want to do well enough so that we can get
some packs
and our money's worth out of it.
Yeah, that's my issue. Is like I'm scared that I'm just going to pay $35 to go,
you know, O and X, and it was a waste of time.
That's why I would recommend not doing it then.
Yeah.
Just go do your trades.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Or play sealed, because again, with sealed...
That's true. At least if you play sealed, you do get packs already.
Yeah, so I would just do that.
So you're already, like... You already get product, at least, for your money.
Yeah. That's why I did sealed last time. Not just because I didn't have a deck, really, but because also I was like, I just... Whatever gets us product. I was like,
Yeah, I remember, what was it, the first re-return to Ravnica?
Guilds of Ravnica, yeah.
Yeah, Guilds of Ravnica, we all just played that.
Yeah, we just played sealed in that one.
Yeah, just to get everything, because we didn't have anything.
Yeah, because we were having to get back into Standard.
Yeah, we were like, we're going to get back into Standard. It looks awesome, you know?
Little did we know.
And it was good for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And then War of the Spark came out.
Yeah, I think War of the Spark wasn't, like, the most egregious thing.
Bullshit.
I think Throne of Eldraine is what really...
Oh, well, yeah, that made it even worse. But War of the Spark is where this all fucking started going back downhill.
Yeah.
It was like...
No, don't get me wrong. I am aware that War of the Spark is an egregious thing. But, again, it wasn't nearly as awful until, like, Throne of Eldraine just kind of pushed it over the edge.
I mean, the fact that Hydroid Krasis and Nissa Who Shakes the World are even in the same block and exist at all...
Bro, Nissa, she did shake my world.
So, pretty egregious to me.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. The beginning of War...
John says he's just going to play. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I feel comfortable with my deck, I'll play in the Legacy one. I can get a couple weeks in. Apparently, I think I told you. The guy told me that usually like 6 to 10 people show up, and that if you go 3-1, you double your money.
Oh, I did not. You did not tell me that, actually.
Yeah, no, I heard it last night, and I told Devin when I got back, but that was it.
Gotcha.
So.
It's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, you know.
What's the pay-in now?
Well, it's $10 to get in. That's why I was like, you double your money.
Okay, so you get $20
Yeah,
out.
you get $20 if you go 3-1.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's really not, honestly.
Yeah, going 3-1's not that hard.
Yeah, against like 6 people, it might be kind of weird. I guess you just play everyone at least once. It's more like a round robin at that point.
Yeah.
If it was 6 people. I just don't know anywhere else in
the area that plays Legacy. I wonder if there's any other stores that play Legacy.
Yeah, probably are.
W.
That's what I would look for.
Place to play Legacy?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Oh, is this still good or is this really old? These are really fucking old. But
Actually, probably, I wouldn't be shocked if some of the details of this event are on MTG Top 8.
Oh, they'll be there later, you know,
like once the results are reported.
Is it still going? It can't be. I mean, I know it's a 2-day
well, I
event.
mean, once it's over.
Oh, so you mean like...
Because it wouldn't be top 16 already.
Gotcha. I was misunderstanding. I think it was like, yeah, they should have...
They're not going to tell you, like, who just XO'd today. They're not going to tell you that. That's
Gotcha.
Stuff like that doesn't go there.
Yeah, gotcha. Also, it's interesting. How many people... Do we know how many people ended up showing up for that event?
Oh, man, I forgot. I think it was capped at like 600 or 700 or something. Someone was saying last night.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, I can't remember. Or, I mean, like, that's its cap. I don't know how many people showed up.
Gotcha.
It's probably in this replay, I'm sure they'll mention. That's what I was looking for here. Unfortunately, and it still fucking says this on Common Ground. which really pisses me off. Which is another reason I didn't go. Because I don't know if they're actually hosting any events. I should probably just call them.
Yeah.
Because it says due to COVID-19, we don't have any in-store events. But I'm just like, bro, it's like everyone else is playing F&M again, you know?
Everyone gave up.
So, like, is this still real or not? That's my only issue here. Because I want to drive there to find out. Because they're in Dallas, if I remember right. I've been there one time. Because, like, me and Shane were at Acon and we needed to go get sleeves or something. And they weren't selling any. They didn't have any for sale at Acon.
That makes sense.
And so we just looked and we're like, oh, there's a store that's only like 10 minutes from here. Yeah, it takes 30 minutes to get there from here. Because it's in like, not full on downtown Dallas, but like,
close.
You're getting there. Yeah. Like I said, it was near like the Anatole.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it was like 10 minutes from the Anatole or something. Yeah, because it's still like near the Trinity. It's on the river almost. I think they're moving though. Someone said. Actually, they said they were just moving this door. Someone said, so it'll still be there. Oh, it was even closer than that. Yeah, well, it was about 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so it really was 10 minutes from the Anatole, so I wasn't making that up.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Could have been like...
Just forget it. You know what I mean? Not like making it up, but you know.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't misremembering it or anything. Like it straight up was like 5 to 10 minutes from the Anatole. Yeah, I guess I'll call them sometime next week and be like, hey, are you guys doing anything? Like, I clicked on your website, but it says you're not doing anything. But she actually looks really cool with the white hair.
Yeah, right? It's like some Super Saiyan mode.
Anime mode.
Yeah.
Now, she's just an armored old lady.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, also I'm just like much more confident that Reanimator is a good deck. Because clearly it's just a combo deck. It's like you draw your combo, you're gonna win.
Yeah, in fact
Tron is not like that, not anymore.
Yeah, what was it? There was a guy who was talking about like the guy who's at the top of the leaderboard on MTG Arena, Moto is playing Reanimator.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, gotta say something.
Yeah, like I know it's like one of the best decks in Legacy. You just, like, again, it's just a combo deck.
Yeah.
Combo decks are easy to play.
Yeah.
That's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works.
Exactly. So, how does it work?
Yeah. Draw my combo, game over. That's it.
What are my combo pieces? What do I gotta look out for hate pieces?
Yeah, games 2 and 3 are a little rougher, depending on the deck you're playing against. But
yeah. Game 1, usually pretty easy.
Yeah, game 1... Like, did I go first? Alright.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Black Source, Dark Ritual, Entomb, Exhume, let's do it.
You have the tax scroll in your hand.
Oh man, yeah. Tax Chan.
Yeah. Tax Chan.
I want to get like Chain of Smog so I can do that sideboard plan into Sedgemoor Witch.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot
I heard about that. Yeah.
There's a lot of them that do that as their sideboard plan. They just take out like almost all the reanimated shit and just straight up board into like Sedgemoor Witch Chainasmog like kill.
Yeah, I've seen a few people that do
Or
show and tell.
Witherbloom Apprentice.
Yeah.
Either or, both.
Yeah. I've seen the show and tell people. Like, there's very interesting ways you can work the sideboard in with that deck.
Yeah, turning into show and tell is pretty common. But lately, people started trying to do the Witherbloom Apprentice or the Sedgemoor Witch combo.
Yeah, because Sedgemoor Witch, I thought that was such a cool card.
Yeah.
The Magecraft shit. Oh, you know, I totally forgot that Strixhaven was a set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's been my biggest issue lately, is that it's like they make these really cool worlds and then they're instantly forgot because we spend one set on them.
Yep.
So there's like no new characters established. Like, they're there, but no one remembers them because it's like, okay, I see this person on one Planeswalker card that's unplayable. You know?
Yeah, they're usually unplayable.
It's usually unplayable.
It's
versus getting to see them on two potentially unplayable Planeswalker cards, like you would in a three set block.
Yeah.
You know, because they changed somewhere mid block because of the story.
Yeah. And then also, I mean, like, you know, you get more time to see them at your locals because there's a guy who's really into the character.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, I'm really into this character and I really want to make a deck around them. And you're like, yeah, good luck, kid.
Yeah.
Good luck, Timmy.
Yeah, you become familiar with the cards because you see them more.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, this is just one and done. They don't even need to make a story anymore.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to remember it.
No. Yeah, there's no reason to.
No one gives a shit about it.
There's lore, but that's about it.
The packs can just be blank again like they used to be. When they would just, you know, the old ones, just say, like, expansion whatever on it. They could just do that, save on money.
They gotta make a show out of it.
Yeah. Everyone gets excited for, like, 2 days and then they forget. That's how the internet works.
Yeah.
Hyperfixation and such.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Strixhaven could straight up have been Ravnica, next version of Ravnica, like,
yeah,
just as good. They had all the guilds remade.
Yeah.
And everything. This could have been, like, parallel world Ravnica, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we just spent even just two sets there.
Oh, and those commands were super cool.
The commands are great.
Yeah, they were very well designed. All the cards in that set were very well designed. The only thing that was problematic about Strixhaven was the Mystical Archive, because it pumped a bunch of cards into Historic.
Yeah, they were all a little overpowered for Historic, most of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
The Brainstorm was definitely a mistake.
Yeah, Brainstorm and whatever that counterspell was that just time-walked you.
Remand?
No, Remand doesn't actually time-walk you.
Was it Rewind?
No, the one that puts the card on top of your deck.
Oh, that one. Fuck, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it puts the card on top of your deck. So it just straight up actually time walks you, because you're just going to draw you're just going to draw cards, you know, like that didn't help you at all.
Yeah.
Like, you're not increasing your cards in any way.
Yeah.
This is basically straight up time walk you. And then they have actual time walk.
Yeah.
Time warp, but...
Yeah.
So they have that actually in there, too.
Tainted Pact, I think, was in that as well.
Yeah, Tainted Pact was in that. Like... Come on.
Okay.
Like, that did need a reprint, though. But it only needed a reprint because they printed Thassa's Oracle. I can't remember if people were doing it in EDH before Thassa's Oracle, but that was like one of the main reasons to do it.
Yeah,
I think someone just figured out it was broken at one point in EDH. Like, no one had just ever done anything with it. And then they all just figured out it was absolutely broken in EDH. And so it went up to be really expensive. And then they printed Thassa's Oracle. Yep. Which is like one of the stupidest and worst designed fucking cards.
Yep.
But well, on a lighter note, I am excited to go to the show in New Mexico, though.
Oh yeah, I'm interested to see what happens. I've never really done a show in New Mexico before. It's a first year show. Yeah. What's anime like in New Mexico? You know? Yeah. I do know that the guests list is okay, but that's never really like been a thing that was a big factor in how well we do.
No, the guest list can be a factor.
Well, I just don't know, like, what, how do I put this? This particular guest list will be as a factor. I don't think, like, so when it's, like, guests like the ones that we have, usually they're not much of a factor. Like, I know WeebCon.
Yeah, now WeebCon, that's a big, like...
That's a big difference.
That's big.
Yeah, because they usually get, like, really, like, crazy.
Yeah, WeebCon gets, like, actual guests that draw people in. Like, huge. A-Fest does that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like...
And so when there's not really any guests, people are like, whatever, you know? Because that's kind of how the A-Con was in the winter.
Yeah.
It was like...
The A-Fest, you mean?
Oh, yeah, the A-Fest was in the winter. It's like, well, there's not really any big guests. It's a weird time of the year. You know, it had a lot of stuff going against it.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we still made out okay on that one, at least.
Yeah, we did okay, you know.
Yeah.
Again, we could just come home at the end of the night. We didn't have any travel expenses other than gas.
And parking was like $10.
Yeah, parking was relatively cheapish enough.
Yeah.
You know, so... But yeah. I mean, I get the feeling there's probably not a lot of conventions in New Mexico.
No, there's none. That's the first one I'd ever seen.
Yeah, so people will be excited, hopefully.
Yeah, to even have one.
I don't know if... I mean, Albuquerque's a real town, you know, so there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like... I don't think it's not a like, you know what I mean? Is this the same week as spring break?
Yeah, we're still on spring break.
Like college spring break or
this week,
little kids spring break?
This week is little kids spring break. Next week is college spring break.
Okay, yeah. So as long as it's not a, like, college town where everyone leaves,
Which it's Albuquerque. I don't believe that's any sort of town like that. This is an established town.
You never know.
As far as I know.
You never know. I don't know.
You know.
I could not tell you.
But...
you know, all the anime fans are going to be out. They'll be able to...
The anime fans with money, you know, will be out and about, hopefully.
Yeah.
As long as this con was marketed well.
It is. It's by the same company that's done quite a few shows. They're mainly known for originally having Ecchi Expo.
Oh, okay, I don't know that show at all, so...
It's in Austin.
Gotcha.
They also do. They're kind of branching out a bit. It's from you remember how not IkiCon was it? Yeah, it's IkiCon. IkiCon had the two dudes who originally ran it.
Oh, I think I have heard this story.
Yeah, the original two, the one that was like the good one left. And,
yes, you told me that.
And then made all these shows.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
That's why they're a bit better about communication and constantly getting in touch with you, yada yada yada. I find them to be very easy to work with, at least, so that's nice. Good. The problem is, though, is that, yeah, it's a first-year show.
It's a first-year show in a state we've never been to.
Yeah, so we'll see. If it's bad, it's not the worst thing. Like...
If it's bad, you just don't go back.
Yeah, you just don't go back. I mean, like...
Or at least you give it a couple years.
Yeah.
Not a first year. If it's bad, give it a couple years. If it still exists, you know?
Yeah.
It might be worth looking into again.
Because, like, A&T doesn't exist anymore. I don't think. Their website hasn't been updated since 2019.
Yeah, they probably won't be having another show, but you never know.
Yeah, because, again, if the people, like, actually legit don't work together anymore, there's probably not.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably just going to focus on IkiCon, and that's about it.
Yeah, and especially since they had, like, 2 IkiCons in a year, like, they might just make that their main thing.
Yeah.
That and, like, WTX, right? The one out in the middle of nowhere. Weren't they having that one again?
Sorry, yeah.
CTX.
CTX.
The one in Austin.
CTX is the one in Austin.
Like, was that the one they were advertising? I don't remember. Weren't they advertising one of them at the last show we were at?
That was probably WTX. WTX is the one that we're never going back to.
Oh, yeah, we're never going to that one again.
It's also weird, though, because this company also runs Anime Lubbock. And remember that Anime Athens? That...
Jonathan wanted us to go to, right?
Yeah, that's still run by this company, too. Okay. This company's trying to do a bunch of shows in Texas.
God, yeah.
Is the long story short. They're trying to get more Texas cons.
How far out is Athens? Yeah.
They're just trying to put more cons in weird spots, basically. Yeah. Like the next one, they're doing an Anime Texas in the Woodlands, Texas.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna trust.
If the show is within driving distance, I'll go at least once. Oh, Athens is only like about 2 hours away.
Yeah, it's not that far.
No.
But the problem
it wasn't like far, but you know.
Yeah. It's just
how many people are gonna show up?
Yeah, it's weird. Again, I don't know. That's like the big thing is like randomly there was a show called Anime Verse that was really good, but like I'm also always like thrown off because I'm like constantly worried because was 2021 kind of a fluke in terms of how much money we made from the shows because people just
want to spend.
Yeah, as opposed to 2022 is gonna be a rough year because like. Fuck, I don't know, like, World War III is coming,
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, I can definitely... They use the same website layout. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And the same promotional pictures,
yep.
where this one girl is making a face while she points at another girl.
Yep.
So...
That's funny. I think that's Christina Kelly. That's actually, that's our Australian friend's friend.
Oh, really? Okay,
The one with the...
The taller one?
Yeah, the taller one.
Okay.
I think that's her.
I mean, it says that behind them.
Yeah, that is her then.
So. But. VIP badge for $75 for this 2-day show? What do you get? Do you get to, like, make out with the voice actors for $75 fucking dollars? What are you getting? Where is this at? What does it tell me what I get? Hold on. I gotta see. What is that? What is... More info. Okay, you get a shirt, you get your badge, you get a lanyard, a garland crown, interesting.
All right, sure, man.
Visit Athens gift bag, celebrity row line skipping privileges, okay, which makes sense, and then priority seating. Not looking good.
The garland crown, though, is pretty fucking funny.
That is very weird. That's very weird. I was like, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's like a hippie thing. You get a hippie flower crown.
Yeah, it's because it's Athens. It's a Greek thing.
Yeah. So that makes sense. That's just like, I would chat. I'm going to say that generally almost every VIP badge at a con is a ripoff. There's very few that are worth it. Unless you just really, really, really need to get like the guests' autographs. Or really, really, really get, like when I got that past one for Duos Infinity, because I really, really, really wanted, like, good seats.
Yeah.
And to get their autographs and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it was worth it then. But, I don't know. I find that most of these shows, it's not worth it.
Not usually, no.
It's usually not worth it. Like, but, I mean, if you feel it's worth it to you,
No, totally makes sense.
But, I'm going to argue that most of them, they're not worth it.
Probably not.
Yeah, especially a small show like this.
Mm-mm.
Nah, no way. You're getting a shirt. Like, if you're planning on buying a shirt, maybe factor this into the cost, Like, but hold on, how much is this a normal weekend pass, though? Where was that at? I thought I saw that real quick. Actually, why not? I know.
Also, what's the name of the event?
What event?
That's happening over in this weekend.
The Hunter Burton. The weekend pass is $19, Chad. So you're going from $19 to $75.
Yeah.
Based on the value of a shirt, a lanyard, a garland crown, whatever the Visit Athens gift bag is, which doesn't tell you, and then some line skipping and seating privileges. That's a big fucking jump.
It's a bit, yeah.
That's $50+. Like, that shirt's probably $25. $25 to $30 for a shirt, at best. So...
Ooh, there goes that light, just in time.
Yeah, right.
I guess we'll just show off what we finished.
Yeah, right. Let me hand you this transistor piece, too. So, but yeah, remember, chat, most VIP badges are scams.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, man.
Don't do it. Just for a random show in Athens, Texas, don't buy the VIP badge.
Don't do it, man.
I'm sorry. I will shit talk cons with VIP badges most of the time.
I mean, I just think
It's really good.
The VIP badges is kind of a scam usually.
It's almost always a scam. unless you're really big on meeting the voice actors. And, like, the thing is that this doesn't say, like, meet and greet, you know, or whatever. Like, party with whoever. Like, when Bobby paid the extra money to get that Anime Expo one, I don't know if he paid the extra money or he just knew them and got in, but...
You know what I mean?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like,
I mean,
he was at that party.
Well, no. It wasn't that he knew them. It was that they knew him. Yeah.
He's
Sorry.
the Kaijudo, the two-time national Kaijudo champion.
Don't get it
We're
twisted.
like, oh my god!
Two-time national Kaijudo champion Bobby Break in the flesh.
Bob's VA just saw him and instantly recognized him.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously.
The unmistakable look of a two-time national Kaijudo champion.
Yes. Bobby Break.
Yeah, the legend himself.
Beautiful.
The man, the myth, the motherfucking legend.
You better fucking sit your ass down.
Yes.
Talking about Bobby fucking Break here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think about calling him a hoe.
But,
Juvenile delinquent.
Right?
Prince.
Right. But, yeah, most of those VIP badges are scam.
Yeah, it's true. And on that, we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, watch a Funky Space Wizard battle, and we will see you guys on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So have a great night. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us for like almost 3 hours.
Yeah.